So I played Kingdom Come Deliverance. Medieval Dynasty. But can you blame me for making the mistake? Before we get into Medieval Dynasty itself, let's look at how some parts of this game look like they were ripped straight out of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And honestly, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if Kingdom Come Deliverance wasn't an absolute banger of a game. But Medieval Dynasty is just... Granted, they're classified as two totally different genres of games. Kingdom Come Deliverance is an open world RPG, and Medieval Dynasty is a... It's a survival RPG. For some reason, I thought this was classified as a simulator. But whatever. Apparently, imitation is the highest form of flattery, or however that saying goes. I stumbled upon Medieval Dynasty after watching some video of games coming out in September. After hearing what it was about, I bought it. Sounded like it was all up my alley. As of recording, I have about 66 hours in the game. The basis of the game is that your village got raided, and you are the sole survivor left on to continue. Sound similar? Sound familiar to anything that we've played before? But no. You also have to create and maintain a village of your own by ways of deforestation and killing off local species of animals. Oh yeah, and continue your family's name. So let's talk about what I like about the game. Let's start off with some nice, good things. Management. So I'm big on management sims. Medieval Dynasty lets you control quite a bit of your town. A villager can be assigned tasks throughout the town. For example, I hate sitting around cooking meals for my villagers, so I assigned a townie to work in the tavern and create meals. I can even dictate what type of meals that she cooks and how many. All I have to do is make sure the supplies that she needs to cook are in the tavern's chest. And I can do this for all sorts of tasks in the village. Hunting, farming, and extracting, just to name a few. But be warned, villagers work dog slow. For a lot of things, you as the player could do the task in half the time. But giving villagers these tasks allows for your town to operate smoothly while you're going out exploring and visiting other towns on the map. Oh yeah, and complete quests. So fun. But we'll talk about those later. Towns. Each town on the map doesn't vary too much in style. They all look the same for the most part, just arranged differently. But they do vary in the goods that they create. One town is a weaver town, one town is for blacksmithing, and I think there's a fishing town, and so on and so forth. I think there are 6 or 7 towns, maybe more, I don't even know. But each one basically does a little something of its own. With that being said, just because each town has their own little specialty, the game doesn't restrict your town into doing so. So far, my town is a make whatever goods generate the most revenue town. I'm all about that money, because you gotta pay those taxes. And this brings me to the section of meh. These things are in the game that are just okay at the moment, but have the potential to get better. Taxes. Taxes hit you hard and fast, son. Every spring, you have to go to the main town of the game and pay your taxes to Unigast, the guy who welcomes you into the game initially. Who, I think he's just like the Lord's bitch. I don't know why this guy has this power, but as you develop your town, your taxes get higher and higher. I think right now my taxes are about 1,050 coin a year, and it wouldn't be that bad if sales prices in this game weren't weird as shit. Okay, let me give you an example. I can make a scythe. Once I make it, in my inventory it says it'll be worth 300 coin. So in my little baby brain, I make 4 scythes, and that will cover my taxes for the year, and I'll have a little bit left over. But nope. Instead, sellers in the other villages will give you about 120 coin for each scythe. Now I would understand if I was going to a village that was a blacksmithing town and they gave me a shitty price on my 100% conditioned scythe, because they don't need it. They got a dude in town that makes them for them. But no matter what town you go to, they offer you the same price. Seasons. Now while seasons offer a little depth to the game, it doesn't do a lot. You can only plant certain type of crops during certain seasons. And in the winter, you have to wear a jacket. Villagers kind of react to the weather too. If you visit other towns when it's cold out, they'll sometimes be huddled up in their little stick houses. And that's about it. Winter is the harshest season, but as long as you have on your fur coat, then it's not really an issue. Your character can literally stay outside all day. And apparently there's a little seasons beef in the community about how long the seasons are. The seasons are 3 days long, which to me is fine. It's perfect. That means your year is 12 days. If they were longer, I think the game would be too sluggish. Like, it's already not a real fast moving game, and you want your seasons to be 5 days? No, sir. Heirs. So hear me out. My heir is only 4 years old, so I haven't had much time with him, but he is literally a walking potato. And I'm not talking about ugly, but I mean, he is kind of ugly too, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the little shit adds nothing to the game as of now. You can't interact with him. He wanders around town with his little dead eyes like a tiny urban legend. And I get it. He's 4. But can he pick a berry? Can he go get a jug of water from the river? This is the medieval era. There is no living cushy around this bitch. Help out. Cry. Giggle. Do something besides sit around and look like this. Now we're moving on to the part that I really don't like. Like, these parts of the game are not good. Quests. Oh my god, the quests in this game are ass. Repetitive as fuck. So the game is divided into main quests and side quests. Main quests have you do stuff for Unigast or whatever his name is, the Lord's bitch. Let me tell you something. I don't know where the Lord is. For all I know, Unigast could be pocketing all this money and I'm just doing his bitch work for him. Anyway, those quests are fine. They aren't good, they aren't bad, they're just real middle of the road, okay. The side quests though are repetitive. My daddy's a hunter, can you craft a knife for me just so I could be like him? No, you are 17, go make your own knife. There are scary animals around the village, can you kill them for us? I'm not fighting off a bear for a village that ain't mine, no ma'am. I'm hungry, can you kill these specific animals for me? No. Stop being a picky little bitch. You ain't that hungry if you want me to kill specific animals. Alright, the last one was an exaggeration, but you get it. These quests are fetch quests and crafting quests. The worst kind in any game. The AI. So, this one, I think they've kind of fixed it, but not really. So, when I first started playing this game, the AI was ass. You would tell villagers to go do stuff and they would not do it. But now I think it's gotten a little better, but it still could be, it's not the best right now. It could be a little better. It still takes villagers too long to do their tasks, and I understand that there's some type of system where they have skills that they're good at, but how do we develop those skills? I need to know. Moving on, this is the section of things I'd like to see in the game. So don't forget this game is in early access, but because of its publisher, Tldr, it may be in early access forever. Tldr makes these Dynasty games and likes to abandon them every year that they create a new one. But because I'm a pessimistic optimist, I still have the tiniest shard of hope somewhere deep down inside of my heart. And here's some things I'd like to see. Travelers. So besides in the towns, the world is pretty dead. No one exists outside of their town, except the player. This makes trading very annoying. You have to run all over the map on foot just to buy and sell from other towns. Even if the traveler didn't initially have the ability to trade, it would just be nice to have a more robust world by having some human life outside of the towns. You literally see nobody outside of the towns. If you want to see somebody, better be in your town or one of the other ones, because on the roads, there are none. Speaking of which, roads. So in the game, there are pre-made roads, but let's say you build your village in the forest. You can't make roads. You can't make walking paths for your people. So you're just basically building on grass. And roads seem like such a basic thing. Hopefully they add this soon, because I'm all about aesthetics, baby. I literally changed where my town was 3 times because I realized that I could not make roads. I thought like they was buried somewhere deep in the menus or something like that, but it's not. So on the 3rd try, I put my town on a main road just so it could be aesthetically pleasing. Horses. Walking across the map sucks. I tried to make my town pretty centrally located, but it's still not close enough to anything where I can just pop up in town. It takes about 1/4 of a day to get anywhere. So it's still a pain in the ass to walk the towns. And it's really a pain to walk the towns that are on the edges of the map. And I think there are quite a few of them, maybe like 2 or 3. I did see a perk for horses in the skill menu, but of course it's blocked out right now. So maybe this is something that's actually coming soon. And that's all I got for So I Played Medieval Dynasty. Let me know if you've played Medieval Dynasty. Do you like it? What do you like about it? Do you hate it? Why do you hate it? Let's discuss. This game is pretty repetitive. It's literally a game that I play because I want to waste a couple of hours and just dump it into nothingness. I compared it to Kingdom Come Deliverance at the beginning, but it's no Kingdom Come Deliverance, let's be real. There's not really a story, but like I said, it's a good time sink. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.